What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're back home here in East Texas at Houston County Lake. Crazy weather Texas has been having. One day it's in the 80s, then it's back in the 50s. I want to say yesterday it was somewhere around the 60s, and like right now it's in the low 40s. So I don't really know what's going on, but we're going to give it a try anyways. Hey, hopefully we can find some biting fish. Really need that in my life right now. It's been a while since I seem like I've caught a fish. It almost seems like I forgot how to fish here lately, but hopefully this cold weather really hasn't got any of these spawning fish shut down or anything. Be nice to get a couple good ones in the boat today, but we're going to give it our best. Stick around. I'm gonna start off throwing this chatterbait. What are you throwing? Of course, first cast. Is that a sign for how the day's gonna go? At least it's warming up. Huh? Turn sideways. $8.11. What'd you end up doing?
I don't know, throwing the white spinnerbait.
White spinnerbait for somebody who hates throwing a spinnerbait.
There she go.
Now I need one pound heavier.
That trailer.
Yeah, it's that little Berkeley trailer I gave you. Throwing a rusty hook spinnerbait. Somebody who hates throwing spinnerbaits. The biggest bass he ever caught on a spinnerbait. Then he catches this fish on it. All right, so we got an 8.11. Now we need 4 more good ones. When are we ever gonna get out of this 8-pound mark? This boat here has seen more 8-pound fish than anything. Yeah, that rod's just a little A little too much for that smaller swim bait. Let's go a little bigger. Make sure this tail's locked up in there. Suspending bait. Pull this pin. Can't remember how many balls it is to take out for it to suspend. We'll take 2 out first. Let's see, did I suspend it? Yep. That'll work. That one I caught over there that day, that was on that Huddleston. Low sevens, I think. But no, out here,
I know I lost a big one right here on Whopper.
I haven't caught no big fish on this one out here. The big ones have all been on fork. It's been a couple hours now since Dad caught that one fish. We haven't had any more bites. We went to one of the back of the creeks thinking maybe we could find some dead fish, but I don't think they've really moved up yet. So we decided we're just going to kind of idle around, see what we could graph. Right here we're in 15 foot of water. Pretty close to shallow, but it drops off pretty quick. But there is some fish here. We have found fish, not a whole lot of fish. The ones we have found, though, they've been in the deeper water. The majority of the fish, though, they haven't really moved up shallow yet, so give it a few more days, and I think they will be up there, starting making some beds. But until then, we're just going to keep grinding until we find something. Yep. Ah.
But we got little boots, like some boots.
Yeah, he left a little too early, didn't he?
I thought my big fish did. I didn't know if I would have had a fish when I was home. When I went like this and I see my line take off. It feels like a big one.
Oh man, the crankbait broke. I don't know how that happened. Look how close he was from getting off. See that? That's where he had just the back end on him. $3.13, so 8.11, $3.13. Fished all day for this one bite. This is the second bite. You had your one bite earlier. That was 8.11. This one's 8.13. A little nasty. 8.13. 3.13. But at least we didn't get skunked finally. What I find crazy is I had him by just the back treble. He didn't hit it hard, he kind of just sucked it in. But yet this whole Back piece was broke. All he had to do was jump one over time. And that would have broke plumb off. Wow. Way to go, 6 cents. Well, that's the first little lure that little fish caught. $1.15. Thick little fish. It ain't spawned out yet. I don't. Oh, he's all. Oh, dang. I couldn't get a good hook. He kind of hit it and took underneath the pier. I think he's going to be about the size of that last one.
Good one for the wave. Senko. $1.80.
180.
182. No, 180. Locked at 180.
180.
That's 15 something.
Thick little fish though.
You just grabbed it.
Oh.
Come on, that stump.
The stump that you originally tried to hit earlier? Oh, goodness. I'm pulling drag.
Right there, right there.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
6.5. You're pretty fat.
Yeah, he's pretty girthy. He's bleeding a little bit. Dip him in the water. Alright guys, so if your fish is bleeding, just hold it underwater for a few seconds and it'll stop the blood. It's the worst thing you can do is if you catch a fish and it starts bleeding, just holding it out and trying to take the hook out while it's bleeding. The fish will end up bleeding out and likely die. So if you do get it, have some blood running down, just dip it in the water till the blood stops, or take the hook out while it's underwater. Then you could hold it up, but make sure the fish is not bleeding while it's out of the water.
$5.51.
551. Sure look bigger than that.
Well, there's our 20 pounds.
Yeah, 20-pound stringer.
Still bleeding.
All right, buddy. You got a gut on him too. Oh. Told you, so we just needed that one good one right there. It was on that rattle trap too. Should have kept throwing the big swim bait. Yep. Man, he sure thought, I thought he was gonna be bigger than that. 5 what?
51.
551. He choked it too. Like choked it. He pulled drag. Oh, flip.
That doesn't compare, brother.
No.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Hey, that's bait.
551.
That fish was almost as big as that lure. Well, guys, today ended out pretty good after all. Started off with that 8-pounder, but then after that, we couldn't get a bite to save our life. We ended up driving, I don't know, we probably graphed for about an hour, hour and a half. Really couldn't find many fish. A lot of the fish that we did find were still out pretty deep. I know 2 spots we looked, we found fish that were still in the 30-foot range. But water's been in the, I want to say it was around 57 most of the day. We did go back in one little pocket, see if we could find some spawning activity. The water was 60 there. We did see a few buck bass that had moved in, but nothing really worth fishing. We did see one fish probably close to 3.5 pounds maybe, but we ditched that and we started running boat houses. But I want to say for our best 5 fish, we had somewhere around 21 pounds, somewhere around there, maybe 22 pounds. Not bad thinking about how the day actually went. Finally feels good to get a couple fish in the boat. We've been struggling here this last several weeks. We've gone to 4 different lakes and just been a bust pretty much. Last time we were here, this is our, like I said, this is our hometown lake. We know this lake pretty well, and so the last time we were out here and we did as bad as we did, it was kind of a kicking the nuts, but kind of redeemed ourselves today. But it was finally nice to finally catch some good quality fish. Hopefully we can keep that streak up coming on to the near future. But that's going to be it for today. As always, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for another episode on Guys Go Outdoors.